When an industrial leader has a persistent, recurring issue that is causing them major headaches, it could be some kind of downtime issue or a quality issue, could be a risk that they're running, near misses that they've been noticing and just haven't been able to get on top of. It's really annoying and it's really frustrating. And your people as well may be getting frustrated if they can't figure out what the root cause is that's causing these particular failures to happen. So it's very understandable in that case that you might think of bringing in a highly paid subject matter expert who's going to come in and fix the problem for you. I think that that is a very tempting possibility for someone who's in this predicament of having this really persistent issue that they can't solve. I do think that that model, that way of problem solving, is much less relevant today than it used to be a few years or even a decade or a generation or two ago. And it's very comparable to the way that we see things shifting in post-secondary education. When I went to engineering school, it was much more the professor as expert who lectured to us, the students who supposedly knew nothing, and it was the professor's job to fill us up with knowledge. The value add of the university experience was based on that knowledge gap between the expert and the rest of us. And likewise, this sort of traditional form of consulting is based on a knowledge gap between the expert and the client and the client's employees, the whole team that they're serving. And for many reasons, I think that this just isn't as relevant anymore. First of all, the systems that we're working with, although they're much more complex, lots more sensors and automation and integration than before, the user experience is much better. The way that these systems are designed they've just evolved. The user experience is much better, even from a troubleshooting perspective. And there's also a greater level of technological literacy and knowledge amongst everyone. And there is unprecedented access to information. If you don't know how to do something, what do? Go on YouTube. There's a tutorial there. And it's, for all the issues that the internet brings us at times and some of the challenges that it reflects of our society, it's also a wonderful fountain of knowledge that is closing that information gap that we used to see. So if you're a leader who is in that predicament right now and you're feeling some of that stress and pressure and considering reaching out to an expert, I would encourage you to rally your own resources and your own team's knowledge to see, what are we missing? What haven't we dug into yet? How can we support ourselves to solve this problem? And I'm not saying that you'll never need an expert or you'll never want a subject matter expert, but this is a very powerful way for you to create some momentum and some pride within your own team if they can learn to rely on their own knowledge and their own ability to find answers instead of bringing in a highly paid external expert. So I would love to know what you think about that.